What is going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. And today, this particular episode it's going to be some more ranting and raving about the New York Yankees, about their struggles, about their 2-1 victory over the Tampa Bay Rays in Sunday's game ahead of the Labor Day, today, Monday holiday. And I just have to begin by saying that despite the Yankees walking away with the victory in the finale against the Tampa Bay Rays, the Yankees still ended up losing. So a little bit of a hot take here. The Yankees still walked away as losers this weekend. And it may seem a bit harsh to say, it may seem a bit, um, piling on the negative to say, but the Yankees did not come out of this weekend looking good. And despite pulling away the one victory, they were 4-6 on this 10-game road trip, and they would end up losing Andrew Benintendi. Now, was Benintendi having a rock star season since joining the Yankees? No. But what Benintendi did and what he allowed the Yankees to do was to break up the lineup, to break up the amount of right-handed batters that are littered throughout the Yankee lineup. And with the fact of not having Rizzo because of his back issues, you really see the dilemma that the Yankees are faced with. And one of the big things for me coming out of this weekend with Benintendi going down, not having Anthony Rizzo, is that you really shorten and weaken the lineup, and you make it so that literally the only bat you have in your lineup right now is that of Aaron Judge. So, on Twitter, there's quite a few Yankee pages that I am subscribed to, some different Yankee fans that I'm subscribed to, and one of the people that I follow would put up an absolutely mind-boggling tweet today. Max Goodman would put the Yankees this weekend against the Rays. Aaron Judge, 5 for 11, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs, 3 extra base hits, 2 home runs. Everyone else, 9 for 87, which is a 103 batting average, 1 RBI, no runs scored, 2 extra base hits. Despite the absolutely, without question, MVP caliber season that Aaron Judge is having here in 2022, he can't do it alone. It's not possible for Judge to carry this team despite his best efforts, because that's what we're getting this season from Aaron Judge. This is one of the most incredible seasons that anyone has put together going into a free agency contract. And when you look at the numbers that he's put up, he's already surpassed his career high, which was an absolutely phenomenal mark of single season home runs with 52. He's now at 53. He's within just spitting distance of Roger Maris's American League and Yankee record of 61 in a season. My bold offseason prediction, I feel, is still within reach. as we've seen Judge be able to get hot and run off, 9, 10 home runs in a couple of weeks span. Um, for those that may not have been aware, going into the season, I would make, some 10 bold predictions. And the prediction was the Judge would hit 80, completely shattering Barry Bonds' record so that there would be no more question as to the validity of the single season home run mark. Um, and while that may seem far fetched and a bit of a stretch, even when I made that bold prediction back at the beginning of the season, it to me is still within reach for Aaron Judge. While he's probably not thinking about it, baseball pundits are not looking at any number other than 61 right now. I'm still looking at 80, and that may be wishful thinking on my part, but for me, the season the Judge is having, it is within reach. I genuinely believe that Aaron Judge is the hands down, no question about it, American League most valuable player. In one of my previous videos discussing the good, the bad, and the ugly for the New York Yankees, I made the point, and I'll make it here again, that the Yankees, removed from Aaron Judge, are not in the position they're in right now. When you take away Aaron Judge from the New York Yankees in 2022, the Yankees are at the bottom of the league, at the bottom of the division, battling the Red Sox for last place in the American League East. And to me, it's not even by a close margin because and I've said this throughout the course of the year, if you look at the statistical numbers that everyone else on this team has been putting up, right? Glaber got off to a great start, but has since completely fallen off the map. Donaldson never got off to anything and still hasn't. Anthony Rizzo was very hot at the very beginning of the year, the first month of the season, but it never really translated month after month. It's only gotten progressively worse for Anthony Rizzo to the point where the last 3 months he's missed several games in a row, 4, 5, 6 games in a row dealing with the back issue. Giancarlo got off to a good start, fell off, injured, now can't find it at the plate. So the only other person that was having a career type year was Jose Trevino. And more props to him. He's been doing a phenomenal job, even more so with the pitching staff, which to me, if you can get offense from your catcher, it's a bonus. I'm not looking for that from my catcher, and that's clearly what the Yankees' plan was going into the season, was to have two defensive stalwarts at the catching position that they can mix and match. Trevino bringing the offense this year, absolutely a complete and utter bonus, but not something that you're banking on. Long gone are the days of Jorge Posada and Mike Piazza, where you're looking for serious offense to come from your catching position. That's not how the Yankees are built. That's not the way that this season was supposed to go. But we got a career year out of Jose Trevino. You remove Aaron Judge from the New York Yankees of 2022, and they're one of the worst teams in the league, which was what was projected and expected by most everybody else in the realm of baseball conversation. They did not like the moves that the Yankees made in the offseason. They believed that there were lackluster moves at best that were going to have the Yankees better than only the Baltimore Orioles, who everyone expected to be absolute garbage. Turns out, neither of those things turned out to be the case. The Yankees got off to absolutely one of the most historic starts in baseball, have since fallen off, which is why they're in the position they're in right now, where this weekend became so important and so big. Baltimore has had a great season, no knock on them at all. And the Yankees find themselves looking up while being at the top. And I know that it sounds counterintuitive. It doesn't make sense if you're just listening to it on the surface. But if you've watched this team all year, that's exactly how they're playing. Going into this last month, we're at the time of this recording, Sunday night on the 4th of September. The Yankees find themselves very close to the edge. the edge of the division, the edge of postseason play at all. Um, and I think that they're on the edge of how much longer Aaron Judge can carry this team. To me, the New York Yankees are in a position and a very tedious um I don't even know that tedious is the right word. That they're in a very precarious position because they are teetering on the edge of losing everything. Aaron Judge has been vitally important to the Yankees' success in 2022 and will be for the next several years. In my good, bad, and ugly breakdown for the New York Yankees just a couple of days ago, I made it very clear that I do believe that without Aaron Judge in 2023, the Yankees will be facing a situation that they not have not been in since 1990, 1991, where they were a selling and rebuilding ball club from the ground up. 2016, the Yankees kind of pivoted off, changed course a little bit by trading away Andrew Miller, Aroldis Chapman, and Carlos Beltran that year, but arguably became just as, if not more competitive after those trades were made. But for the Yankees, the way that they have played this season has utterly and completely relied on Aaron Judge. And I do believe wholeheartedly that without Aaron Judge in 2023, the Yankees will find themselves as a rebuilding ball club. They may not say it by name because they want to sell tickets to the ballpark, expensive tickets that they are, but the Yankees will not be a team that is truly competing for a divisional crown or even a wild card spot in 2023 without Aaron Judge, number 99, penciled in the lineup for the Bronx Bombers. It's just not going to happen. And when you look at the way the rest of this season goes, and yes, we have to assume that at some point the Yankees are going to figure it out. They're going to get to themselves into a position where they start having those boneheaded plays go away, where they really start to be able to play like the team, clear to the team that we saw in the first half than what we've seen for the last, what, 40 games, 45, 50 games. The Yankees are going to need to have that moment, that rain delay clubhouse meeting moment. You know, there was a big deal made back when the Cubs were playing the Indians in the 2016 World Series that they had that brief little rain delay, and the Cubs got it together, went on to break the 108-year World Series drought, the Billy Goat curse, and won the World Series. The Yankees are going to need that moment. I don't know what it is. I don't know when it happens, but the Yankees are going to need that moment to give themselves that push, that kick, to be able to get themselves back to being the team that they were in the first half, the team that was winning ball games left, right, and center. No matter what happened, no matter the deficit that they faced early on in the game, you knew, you had the feeling, hey, this team is going to come back and win this game. I'm not worried. The beginning half of this season, Yankee fans were not worried when they put the game on. Now, everything feels like it has for the last 3 seasons, where every lead, whether it's a 1-run lead or a 10-run lead, feels absolutely insurmountable. Today, as I recording this again Sunday night, September the 4th, after the Rays Yankees 2-1 ball game, there was quite a bit of controversy, of peril, of dread. There's quite a few adjectives that you could insert to explain the feeling in the ninth inning of the Yankee Rays game today. And the simple fact is that for the Yankees, that should have been an easy game to lock up. For the Yankees, this road trip should have been an easy series. In reality, the Yankees on this 10-game road trip should have gone no worse than their inverse of 6-4. They really, in all reality, should have walked away with 7 or 8 victories in this series. Aaron Boone came out the first night of this Rays series, talk about how it was embarrassment, 9-0. We got Marwin Gonzalez pitching in that game. But yet the Yankees find themselves continuing to sputter and seemingly with no end in sight. However, and I'm going to wrap up with this. I do believe in this team. I liked the moves that were made this offseason. I felt that it balanced the Yankees out from what they were the last couple of years with the home run or bust approach. I think that there's still a lot of swing and miss in this lineup. And I think that guys are trying to do too much. And I also feel that this second half version of the New York Yankees, they're all pressing to try to be the hero night in and night out. Instead of flowing through with the way they were in the first half, where it was next man up. The mantra, the coaching mantra of Dylan Lawson and his crew to these Yankees was hit strikes hard. And that's all that has to happen. So I wrap with that. I needed to kind of get in here and, and vent one more time. Hopefully this is the last rant video on the New York Yankees of 2022. This is it becoming its own series that I'm interrupting the good, bad, and ugly series that I'm running. But there's going to be a chance. There's going to be a iconic moment that snaps the Yankees back to being the team we saw in the first half. And when that happens, mark my words, the Yankees will win the World Series in 2022. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings on the Yankees, on what's going on with them. Yankee fans, let me know how you're truly feeling right now. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of negativity right now in the Yankee Twitterverse and the Yankee universe. But let me hear your positive spins. Obviously, Aaron Judge is the biggest positive we can have. And it's going to be even more imperative that the Yankees pony up, that the Steinbrenners and the entire Yankee organization just give him a blank check and ask how much he wants. How long do you want that contract for? Because you deserve it. You have earned it. So that's just some thoughts. I just needed to get that off my chest, get it out in the open, and allow the Yankees to get themselves back to being the team that we expected them to be, the team that they started out being this season. So, but again, remember, subscribe to the entire JLMG family with We Sibs, the Granny Geek Show, and of course, here on the Baseball Banter Broadcast by hitting that red subscribe button on all 3 channels. Head over to baseballbanterbroadcast.com. Use the promo code Yankees. Save 10% on your order. We got some merchandise up on the site, and we're looking to get some more merch on there very, very soon. So make sure you check that out. And follow me over on Twitter at JLaracuente19, and we can keep the conversation about the Yankees, Major League Baseball, and anything else you want to talk about going right there. But keep it locked in. I'm going to keep bringing you the latest, greatest content in the world of Major League Baseball, and we're going to get back to our good, bad, and ugly series tomorrow. So keep it locked in. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.